Ever wondered what this is? Do you have a microphone but you're not sure how to hook it up? Do you have something you need to record it but you're not sure how? Well, I have the answers for you. Let's go. Welcome back. Tony here with Learn Audio Basics. Today I'm going to tell you what an audio interface is and what it does for you. Now, we briefly covered what this is and does in our previous video, but here we can go into a little more detail. Cool. What does it do? The audio interface is designed to take your input signal, whether it's a microphone or a direct input, and convert that into ones and zeros for your computer to understand. This is the link between your audio and your computer. Your computer's not going to understand an input signal from a microphone.
Does not compute.
Or some other source like your keyboard or whatever it is that you're trying to record. This audio interface will convert that signal into a language the computer can understand. Now, it does this through what's called analog to digital converters. And then on the output, it has digital to analog converters. It's going to go from analog in to analog out. But in the middle, it's going to convert from analog to digital so your computer can understand it. And then when your computer's done with it, it's going to send it out and it's going to convert it back into an analog signal. Now, the interface has combo jacks. The combo jack is an XLR input as well as a direct line input from, let's say, a guitar or a bass or a keyboard. Now, the combo jack is an XLR input. That's going to come from your microphone. And the other portion in the direct center, that is your TRS or TS direct line input. That's going to come from your guitar, your bass, or keyboard, for instance. It may also come from an effects processor that you're running, and that's where you'll utilize the line switch. When it comes to audio gear, sometimes things can be rather difficult and not very intuitive. However, I'm going to walk you through the process of how to hook this up and utilize it so that you can start recording your content right away. I actually went to school to learn how to be an audio engineer so that I could figure out all of this gear and tech and the inner workings and processes required to capture audio properly. Now, I can definitely show you how to get through this. Definitely want to stick around to the end of the video so that you can make sure you get all the information you need to set up your interface. So whether you have a microphone going in or a direct line input, you're going to want to make sure you have that switch set properly, and then you want to set your gain level accordingly. Now, with the line input, you want to start out with the gain down at 0 and make sure you have the switch set to the line, and you're going to want to make sure that you don't clip out the input on the interface. When you see this little light around the knob here light up red, then you know you're clipping. So you just want to back the gain off a little bit. Now, when it comes to your microphone, whether you're going directly in to the interface or coming out of your external preamp or whatever you might have, you want to make sure you're not going to clip there as well. But you'll set up your gain staging accordingly. So if you're coming directly in, just adjust this knob until that light stays green and you're audibly loud enough for what you're doing. There are several different types of microphones that you can utilize to do your recording. This preamp will provide the 48 volts or phantom power that condenser microphones are going to require in order to operate. If you're utilizing a dynamic microphone, you do not need this 48 volts, especially if you're using a ribbon microphone. You do not want to utilize 48 volts phantom power on a ribbon microphone. It'll totally destroy that microphone. Don't do that. No. Moving on. This particular interface has a direct monitor switch and volume knob. What that allows you to do is connect your headphones directly to the device and hear the signal in real time prior to going into the computer. That way you can hear your signal before it goes in and you can understand what's happening in your audio chain. Now, this has a direct output monitor section as well, so you can connect that to your external monitors, speakers, and that's what the giant knob on the front is for. Now, every interface is going to convert your audio signal into ones and zeros for your computer to understand. Your computer is going to require some sort of digital audio workstation or DAW software to take that incoming information and allow you to hear and manipulate your audio. So you're going to need some sort of software to work with. Some interfaces will actually provide some software that you can utilize to get started. As always, I'll link to this device down in the description so you can check it out and see if it's right for you. That way you can get started right away. Once that signal is in your computer, then you can utilize that software to manipulate the sound and get it just where you need it for your content. Each interface is going to have different inputs and outputs, different analog to digital, digital to analog converters. So there's going to be different price points, quality points, and different levels of versatility for your needs. So I suggest you definitely start with what are you going to need, and then what is your budget, and then you can start looking at, well, what types of devices are going to fit within my needs and budget. Obviously, each interface is going to connect to your computer somehow. Typically, that's with a proprietary USB or Thunderbolt or USB-C connector. Each device is going to connect somehow to your computer, and they will provide that connector required. You want to make sure your device is going to match with your computer or laptop. Alright, so big picture, grand scheme, an audio interface is going to take your incoming signal and connect it to your computer. It'll allow you to then manipulate the sound in your software and get the best quality audio for your content. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and check out some of the other videos I have on the channel, and please check out my shorts. They are starting to take off. Once again, this is Tony with Learn Audio Basics. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more helpful tips in audio. Peace. Computers, computer language. All right. Hold up. Okay, there we go. Check out Chimmy, check it out. Continuing on with switches and things like that. Okay, I'm just waiting for that airplane to go. Get out of here, airplane!